What happens when humanity's first contact with aliens isn't peaceful diplomacy, but calculated military strategy? The message arrived at Earth Command at 03:00 hours. Colony Epsilon had gone dark. Then Gamma. Then Beta. 3 human settlements wiped from existence in less than a week. Major Kate Voss stood at attention in the steel-walled briefing room as Admiral Chun slid a black data chip across the table. "This is classified beyond top secret," Chun said. "Project Terminus is now active." Voss picked up the chip. "Sir, I don't understand. What is Project Terminus?" "The response we prepared for this day. The colonies weren't hit by asteroids or technical failures. We were attacked." The room felt suddenly colder. Voss had spent 15 years in Earth's defense forces, but actual war? That was something from history books. "Your team has been selected," Chun continued. 5 specialists. Their files are on that chip. You leave in 6 hours. "What exactly is my mission, sir?" Chun's face hardened. "To make them regret firing the first shot." The hangar bay hummed with activity as Voss met her team. They weren't what she expected. Not soldiers, not heroes. Frank Diaz, former prisoner, explosives expert. His hands never stopped moving. Lena Wright, disgraced xenobiologist. She'd lost her license for ethics violations. Sam Reeves, hacker, diagnosed with paranoid personality disorder. He kept checking the exits. Dr. Victor Kwan, weapons developer. His neural implants glowed faintly beneath his skin. And Zoe Barnes, psychological warfare specialist, with a file so heavily redacted Voss could barely read it. "This is it?" Voss asked the technician. "These are my elite team?" "They weren't chosen for their service records, Major," the tech replied, not meeting her eyes. "They were chosen for their psychological profiles. Their ship waited on the launch pad, unmarked, black, with lines that seemed to absorb light rather than reflect it. No Earth insignia. No identification codes. Inside, weapon racks held devices Voss had never seen before. Canisters with biohazard symbols. Drones with no safety protocols. Systems that violated every treaty Earth had signed in the last century. "Major Voss," the ship's AI announced. "Final briefing is ready in the command center." The holographic display showed 3 planets, the lost colonies, and a trajectory leading deep into unexplored space. "Your mission," Admiral Chien's recording stated, "is to deploy behind enemy lines and utilize any means necessary to neutralize the alien threat. Conventional warfare won't work against their technology. We're sending what actually wins wars." Voss looked at her team. Criminals, outcasts, and psychological outliers, as Chun's final words echoed through the command center. "This is a one-way mission. Your return is not expected. Your actions will not be acknowledged. If captured, Earth will deny your existence." The ship's engines fired up with a deep rumble. Warning lights flashed as launch protocols initiated. Reeves laughed nervously. "So we're basically deniable assets sent to commit war crimes against an advanced alien civilization?" Voss checked her sidearm. "We're what Earth sends when it needs to win, not look good doing it." The ship lifted off, accelerating toward the darkness between stars, carrying not Earth's heroes, but its perfect weapons, people willing to cross lines that civilized society pretended didn't exist. 3 weeks into deep space, Voss found Diaz in the weapons bay, modifying the ship's bioweapons. "What are you doing?" she demanded. Diaz didn't look up. "Improving them. These aren't standard military issue. They're designed to target nervous systems we've never encountered." "How would Earth have weapons specifically designed for aliens we just met?" Diaz's hands paused. "Good question, Major." Voss stormed through the metal corridor to the command center. The ship hummed with a low vibration that never stopped, like a machine holding its breath. "Computer, show me the complete mission files." Override code Voss Alpha 7. Access denied. Clearance insufficient. Voss slammed her fist against the console. I'm the mission commander. Correct. You are authorized to execute the mission, not to know its origins. The ship lurched suddenly. Red warning lights flashed across every screen. The alarm wailed. Proximity alert, the computer announced. Unknown vessel approaching. The team rushed to the command center. Reeves slid into the sensor station, his fingers flying across the controls. It's big, he said. Really big. And it's scanning us. Weapons? Voss asked. Can't tell. But their tech is like nothing I've seen before. Juan pointed to energy readings. Those patterns match the fragments recovered from Colony Epsilon. Voss felt her stomach tighten. Battle stations. Stealth systems at maximum. The alien ship loomed on the view screen, angular, with sections that seemed to phase in and out of visibility. It moved with impossible precision. They're hailing us, Reeves said. Ignore it, Voss ordered. We need to wait, Reeves interrupted. I can break into their communication systems. Give me 2 minutes. His implants glowed brighter as he connected directly to the ship's computers. Sweat beaded on his forehead. His body twitched. Got it, he gasped finally. I'm in their network. Translating now. Data flooded the screens, star charts, battle plans, deployment schedules. They're planning a full-scale invasion of Earth, Wright said, scanning the information. Multiple attack waves, colonization protocols. Voss studied the tactical displays. These battle formations are too perfect. Too predictable. That's their weakness, Quan said. They follow patterns, military doctrine. We don't have to. Reeves pointed to a file labeled Human Containment. Look at this. They've been observing Earth for years. And Earth knew, Voss said quietly. That's why we have weapons designed specifically for them. Earth knew they were coming. Barnes spoke for the first time since launch. We weren't sent because the aliens attacked first. We were sent because Earth wanted to strike first. The team fell silent as the implications sank in. There's an outpost, Reeves said, pointing to the alien data. Small facility, minimal defenses. Perfect testing ground for our weapons. Voss made her decision. Set course. We'll hit them before they know we exist. She looked at her team of misfits and criminals. Earth didn't send us to be heroes. It sent us to do what heroes can't. The ship changed course, accelerating toward the alien outpost. On the weapons console, Diaz activated the bioweapon deployment system. The canisters hummed to life, filled with engineered death that violated every human ethical standard. They weren't just fighting aliens anymore. They were becoming something else entirely. The alien outpost burned. Green fire spread across its dome structures as the bioweapon did its work. Through the viewport, Voss watched alien bodies convulse and collapse. Transmission from Earth Command, Reeves called from his station. Admiral Chun's face appeared on screen. Major Voss, we've received your mission update. The official statement has been released. Earth denies any involvement in the incident at the alien outpost. Sir, they had invasion plans, Voss said. Irrelevant to the public narrative. 3 more Terminus teams have been deployed. Your next target coordinates are being transmitted now. The screen went black. They're lying to everyone, Wright said. Making it look like we're defending ourselves. Voss checked the new coordinates. We have our orders. The ship slipped through space, running dark. Ahead loomed a massive alien station, a hub of communication and command. Their security is tight, Reeves said, scanning the facility. But I found something interesting. They make decisions collectively. Their entire society functions on consensus. Barnes nodded. That's their weakness. Collective systems can't handle contradictory information. They freeze up. So we break their trust in each other, Voss said. The plan came together quickly. Quan modified their communication drones to mimic alien signals. Diaz prepared targeted explosives. Wright analyzed alien biological samples for vulnerabilities. They struck at night cycle. The drones infiltrated first, broadcasting false orders and warnings. Confusion spread through the station. Security protocols activated against phantom threats. Voss led the team through a maintenance airlock. The alien corridors pulsed with emergency lights. Panicked voices echoed through the station's communication system. "They're turning against each other," Barnes said, monitoring alien reactions through her neural link. "Their command structure is fracturing." Diaz planted charges at key junction points. 2 minutes to detonation. An alien security team rounded the corner. Tall, multi-limbed figures with weapons that hummed with energy. Voss fired first. Her modified rifle sent pulses that disrupted their neural systems. They fell, bodies twitching. "We need to move," she ordered. The team raced back to the airlock. Behind them, the first explosions rocked the station. Not designed to destroy, but to spread Wright's engineered pathogen through the ventilation system. Back on their ship, they watched the station through remote cameras. Aliens turned on each other, unable to determine which orders were real, which were fake. Their collective decision-making collapsed under targeted misinformation. "It's working," Reeves said. "Their entire command network is compromised." Reports flooded in from across alien space. More Earth ships had struck other targets. The alien civilization was fracturing from within. "Earth Command is sending new orders," Reeves announced. "We're to proceed to their homeworld." The mission file appeared on screen. Voss read it and felt something cold settle in her stomach. "This is genocide," she said quietly. The file detailed the release of an engineered plague on the alien homeworld. Not to defeat them, to eradicate them. Wright studied the pathogen specs. "This will kill every one of them, slowly, painfully." Voss looked at her team, criminals and outcasts chosen for their willingness to cross lines. But this line? This wasn't war. This was extinction. "We need to decide," she said. "Are we weapons, or are we still human?" The ship's engines hummed as they accelerated toward the alien homeworld, carrying death in its cargo hold. The alien homeworld filled the view screen, a blue-green sphere wrapped in orbital platforms. The ship's stealth systems strained against detection grids. "Incoming transmission," Reeves announced. "It's from the aliens." "Ignore it," Voss ordered. "Wait," Barnes said. "It's a peace offer. They're requesting talks." The message displayed on screen, translated text proposing immediate ceasefire and diplomatic negotiations. "Earth Command is responding," Reeves said, intercepting the transmission. His face went pale. "They're ordering us to sabotage the peace talks, to make it look like the aliens attacked our diplomats." Voss slammed her hand on the console. "Why? We're winning. Why refuse peace?" "Because peace doesn't profit weapons manufacturers," Quan said bitterly. "War does." The ship's alert system blared. A priority message from Admiral Chun appeared. "Major Voss, we've detected your hesitation. Remember your mission parameters. Execute your orders immediately or face replacement." The screen split to show a second ship approaching. Another Terminus vessel. "They sent backup to make sure we follow orders," Diaz said. "Or to eliminate us if we don't." Voss turned to Wright. "What have you found in the alien data?" Wright pulled up files on her tablet. Records of first contact, 7 years ago. Earth ships entered their territory, took samples, and left. When the aliens followed to investigate, Earth forces fired on them. "We started this," Voss whispered. "There's more," Reeves added. "Earth Command knew about the aliens for years. They've been developing weapons specifically for this war. They wanted it to happen." The second Terminus ship hailed them. A cold-eyed commander appeared on screen. "Major Voss, we're here to ensure mission completion. Deploy the pathogen, or we will board your vessel and deploy it ourselves." Voss cut the transmission. "Options? We could run," Diaz suggested. "Where?" Quan asked. "Earth would hunt us down. We could warn the aliens," Orange said. "They'd never believe us," Wright countered. Reeves looked up from his console. Both sides are mobilizing fleets. Full-scale war is minutes away. Through the view screen, they watched alien warships rising from the planet's surface. Earth vessels emerged from jump points, weapons hot. There's another option, Quan said quietly. He pulled up schematics for a device in the ship's hold. The nanotech weapon. It was designed to rewrite alien neural pathways. To make them compliant. Mind control? Voss asked, disgusted. Yes, but we could modify it. Target it at both sides' command structures. Force peace instead of war, Barnes said. Alarms blared as the first shots were fired between the fleets. Space lit up with weapon fire. Their small ship shuddered from nearby explosions. We need to decide now, Voss said. The team worked frantically. Quan reprogrammed the nanotech. Wright adjusted its biological targeting. Diaz modified the delivery system. It's ready, Quan said finally. But someone needs to manually deploy it at the center of the battle. The ship won't survive. Voss looked at her team. Criminals and outcasts who had found something worth dying for. I'll do it, she said. No, Diaz countered. I will. I've got the most to make up for. Before anyone could argue, he grabbed the device and ran for the shuttle bay. The small shuttle launched, accelerating toward the heart of the battle. Diaz's voice came over the com. If this works, make sure someone knows the truth. All of it. The shuttle disappeared in a flash of light as enemy fire hit it. Then a wave of energy pulsed outward, washing over both fleets. The weapons fell silent. The battle stopped. And something new began. 6 months later, Voss stood at attention in Earth Command headquarters. The metal felt heavy against her chest. Wrong. For exceptional service in defense of humanity, Admiral Chan said, pinning another medal on Quan. The private ceremony was being recorded, but would never be broadcast. Outside, crowds celebrated the great victory. News feeds showed parades and speeches about Earth's brave defense against alien aggression. No one mentioned how the war really ended. The modified nanotech had worked. It rewrote the command neural pathways of both human and alien leaders. Not to control them, but to force them to see the truth in each other. To make peace the only logical option. The alien civilization had surrendered. Earth claimed victory. The truth remained classified. You should be proud, Chun told them after the ceremony. Your team saved Earth. Did we? Voss asked. Or did we just help you cover up what really happened? Chun's smile vanished. Careful, Major. Your team received full pardons. That can change. In the corridor outside, Reeves passed Voss a small data chip. Security footage from the alien homeworld. They're adapting our weapons technology. Building something new. Earth 2, Quan added. Military contracts have tripled. They're calling it defensive preparation. The peace won't last, Barnes said quietly. The nanotech effect is temporary. Already wearing off in some subjects. Wright joined them, her face grim. Medical reports from returning soldiers. 80% show severe psychological trauma. They can't process what they did. What we all did. Voss pocketed the data chip. We need to preserve the evidence. All of it. That night, in her assigned quarters, Voss uploaded everything to a secure server. The truth about First Contact, the manufactured war. The weapons Earth had developed long before the aliens were a threat. A message flashed on her screen. Incoming transmission. Unknown origin. She accepted it. The screen showed only static, but a voice came through clearly. Major Voss, we've been monitoring your activities. Who is this? Someone who knows what really happened. What Earth did. What you did. Voss reached for her sidearm. What do you want? To warn you. Your modified nanotech didn't just affect the command structures. It sent a signal. A very powerful signal. The screen cleared, showing a star map. Far beyond known space, something was moving. Multiple somethings. You got their attention. the voice said. A much larger civilization. They've noticed the conflict. They're coming to investigate. How long do we have? Not long. And when they arrive, they won't see heroes or villains. They'll see what Earth really sent to win its war. The transmission cut off. Voss stared at the blank screen, the weight of the metal still heavy on her chest. Earth hadn't sent heroes to fight its war. It had sent weapons, people willing to cross lines, to do whatever it took to win. And now something was coming that might judge them all for it. In the darkness of her room, the data chip glowed faintly. The only record of the truth. The only chance to prepare for what was coming next. Voss made her decision. She would not be a weapon again.